The blazingly fast BMW M1000XR garnered a lot of attention when it was launched in 2024. But the more sensible S1000XR brother also received improvements to the engine, suspension, ergonomics, style, and equipment. Although it is less expensive than the M1000XR, it is nevertheless rather quick and more appropriate for two-wheeled touring than the M, which is made for transporting bulky items. Current owners won't have to worry about going to their local BMW dealer for the upgrade because the modifications don't alter the S1000XR's personality. But some people may find the higher seat height problematic. The XR is still a multi-purpose vehicle that can cruise comfortably 1 minute and provide blazing performance the next. That's the reason the XR has been so popular throughout the years. Sporty riders who are willing to forgo harsh edges and low revving power in favor of superbike speed and a somewhat stiffer ride for enjoyable cornering will love this bike. It's comfy and spacious, however after a few hours the bum does go numb. Although it's not inexpensive, the TE is a fantastic option for added goods and recognition when it comes time to sell if you have the money. The way you ride the S1000XR is unexpected because of its aggressive, daring riding stance. Although it lacks the GS's amazing weightless agility below 40 miles per hour, you wouldn't describe it as heavy. At low speeds, it changes direction effortlessly and seems like it's on top of the tires. And the quicker you go, the better the chassis feels. With lots of sure-footed confidence, high-speed turns demand minimal head movement in the direction of travel. The XR can manage it, yes. The semi-active suspension that comes standard on the XR is better than the one that was previously an option. In the regular road setting, the more absorbent ride quality is unquestionably superior. Larger damper pistons and lower operating pressures provide a more supple ride with a broader range of adjustment towards soft. There is a wonderful mix between control and comfort. However, the rear shocks may feel a touch bouncy and detached when riding hard or quickly on uneven terrain. Although the harder setting degrades the ride quality somewhat, the optional dynamic ESA with its sportier dynamic damping setting is advised for more aggressive riding and undoubtedly offers superior control. Not that there's anything wrong with the brakes, mind you, just pull the lever to come to a quick halt. The dual height screen has a fairly simple height adjustment and is decent but not ideal. Up for visor clearing freeway travel, down for sporty styling. Because there is limited room for fore and aft movement, the concave seat places you where you want to be. Additionally, it's not the most comfy perch. The irksome vibration that plagued the original S1000XR is mostly eliminated by the handlebar decoupling mechanism. Although at highway speeds, four-cylinder vibrations still find their way into the grips. Through the foot pegs, there is much more. The cast aluminum chassis, swing arm, and steering geometry of the 2024 model remain unchanged. However, the weight has increased slightly to 227 kilograms. Even though it's a large bike and pulling it from a stop is a significant burden, that's still light for a touring bike. The Bridgestone S22 tires provide good traction, strong brakes, and handling as precise as a racetrack. To fit your mood, there are several options for control or comfort. The rear shock has been modified by BMW, but you won't be able to see the difference until you compare it to the previous model. Even with the comfort suspension option, the ride is typically firm and plush, but the S1000XR has always been a dynamic vehicle. With an overall height increase of 10 to 850 millimeters, the new, longer, and broader seat is intended to allow you greater flexibility, particularly if you wish to shift your body around when cornering. Shorter riders may find it unfavorable, particularly as the electronic suspension scarcely lowers when the engine is off and switches to its most firm damping setting. There is a lower seat available. Perhaps a bit more civility would have been preferable. The XR's harsh, edgy feel, which comes from being built on a superbike, is good for a rapid ride but less appealing for a weekend slog with two other people. The TE comes with an optional two-way quick shifter that works well at practically any combination of loads and RPM, but it urges you to take advantage of the strong engine to the fullest. BMW claims that the 2024 model will have an additional 5 horsepower at 11,000 RPM thanks to redesigned air intakes and engine programming. That's a little boost in the real world since the S1000XR is really fast, with 2 full throttles that make it look like a superbike, regardless of whether you're dealing with 163 or 168 horsepower. In contrast to the Yamaha Tracer 9's quick drive from tickover, the 9999cc non-shift cam inline 4 has a snappy middle and seldom requires an upshift for everyday riding. However, the bike doesn't really come to life until 4,500 RPM, is a touch flat until then. This BMW racer has an irresistible industrial vibe, but even with the engine only running at 5,000 RPM, it feels harsh at 70 miles per hour.